Welcome one and all, my name is Donato and today in this video I'm going to talk about the New Balance 1500 V5 after 1,000 kilometers. That's right babies, let's go! Welcome back guys, thank you all so much for coming back to my channel. Yes, tea, best drink of the day, I do love it. And yes, it's this is the grande mug that I do enjoy my tea from. And today's tea, for those who are interested, is pucker, peppermint and licorice. Yeah, something a bit different. It's one of those teas where I don't have that often. But yeah, I can certainly taste the licorice in this one. In fact, ooh, I think I need another little sip on this. Hope you're all keeping well during this lockdown. Here in the UK, we have another 3 weeks of it so far, and then things are going to be laxing. But anyway, I'm not here to discuss that. I'm here to discuss these lovely shoes, yes. The New Balance, as you can see from the branding, the New Balance 1500 V5. And thanks to you, beautiful watchers, listeners, I was able to buy these from the donation you made on the coffee website. I bought these discounted. For those who are new to my channel, a warm welcome. I don't really buy the latest and the greatest. I always wait and get my discount done, I think is another word that you can call me. But yeah, the link below is the coffee. And I've been saving up. You might have seen the latest review with Dr. Sammy Chu on some Nike shoes. Yeah, I think the link's up there. But these New Balance, the last review I've done on these was the 500 miles, which is quite a milestone. But I reached a milestone today, Monday, what is that, 11th of May. Yeah, so this will be published probably Tuesday. Oh, yes, because I did do yesterday. I did mention I went out on these during my brick session on the Sunday yesterday. Again, there's a link up there when I've done that brick session where I was testing out new saddle. These shoes I've had since, as I say, summer of last year. And as you can see, they're a bit muddy or whatever. They've been through the mill. Yeah, predominantly trail running, but a lot of the trails here in the UK, certainly on the canal towpaths, is still tarmac or asphalt, whatever you want to call it. So it's still hard surface. But the big thing that stands out for me, as you can see with these, let me put one of them down because they're both pretty similar. I'm looking at the tread and I'll go through the treads because the thing is comfort, tread, has it really kept itself? How's the upper, lower and all that kind of stuff? So I'll put one down and we can talk about this. So in terms of, yeah, it's a bit muddy, but you look at the overall shape, it's really held itself together. And the thing that impresses me the most, as well as the tread, is the actual outer, this part that grips around our ankle. You know what? There is wear and tear, but it's still pretty solid and intact. You got to remember, for those who work in Imperial as opposed to kilometres, today I think I've done 1,002 kilometres in these, which equates to 623 miles. I'm interested to know from you guys, leave it in the comments below, at what mileage do you replace your shoes? Because I think, and I did mention when I've done the 500 miles, I think these are good for another, I don't know, could I do another 1,000 kilometres in these? The way they are right now, I don't see any reason why they're not deteriorating at all. I see there's many YouTubers who do running shoe reviews of all the latest and greatest, and say whatever you want. I mean, we're all entitled to our views and opinions. I think that's just an awful waste, really. You don't need the latest and the greatest shoes. I don't plan on buying any more new ones. That one that Dr. Sammy Chu reviewed, that was basically a one-off. I'm keeping all my shoes and just running in these, and I'll run them to the ground. We live in different times, strange times, so we need to change our ways. I don't believe in consumerism and buying the latest and greatest. So that's just my viewpoint. These are great. I got them discounted, so they're old model last year, 2019. I don't know whether you can still buy these. There'll be a version of them, no doubt the 1500 V6 or a 1600 V7. I don't know, New Balance, they always come up with it, but I do like it. And it says here, New Balance Racing. So they're pretty flat. The stack height, is about 4 mil. But they're great all round. I do my long runs in these. I do sprints in these, I do all sorts. I do rotate it because the last time I'd done a review for these at 800 miles was, the date was 26th of February when I posted a review of these at the 500 mile section. And I've put in, because they're on rotation, I don't use them on every run. But in summary, right, the laces, everything is still holding together. There's nothing falling apart at all. And if you were to look at the tread, yeah, the heel is pretty much out. I'm not a heel striker. I'm more of a midfoot man, so around here. So yeah, there's a bit of wear. I don't know if you can see here on a few of the dimples, but most of them are still holding together. Not as new, well, because they're not new, but that's not much wear around there, don't you think? And as for the heel here, there's a little bit wear on this one. On my other heel, if you want to compare the two, so you can see the difference. Yeah, that one's hardly touched. So clearly on my left foot, there's a little bit of a heel drop, but I do know that my feet aren't absolutely symmetrical. But as you can see on the wear here, again, in the main mid area where the dimples have gone down a little bit. But I just think this is fantastic. I don't know what your views are. I know some of you guys do keep your shoes for a long time as well, which I think is the best way. If they're comfortable and they work, why not keep them? Why do we need to throw them away? I mean, I remember back in the early days, people were saying that you normally need to replace them after about 400 miles. And I know some shoes do deteriorate at around 200, 300 miles, which is shocking, really. My view is, you know, get shoes that last and that they're comfortable. And whilst I'm not a New Balance fanboy, these are my only New Balance shoes. I've mainly got Saucony. I've got some Nike now, introducing Nikes in, that I've all bought at discount. You know, the average price I think I spend is about £50 on training shoes, $50, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the Dr. Sammy Chu one was a one-off. And I bought those back in February. I was looking to race in them for April, but obviously the races haven't happened. So I'm holding on to those and hopefully might get some racing later on in the year or next year, whenever it happens. Yeah. I need another sip. So yeah, that's it really about the New Balance V1500 V5, 1,002 kilometres, and may they long last for maybe another 1,000 kilometres. Or when I get to the 1,000 miles, we'll do another review then and see how they compare. So I've been Donato talking about those lovely shoes. Hope you enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, then please do click on the subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you at the next update, which might be talking about some of my latest triathlon gear that I'd unboxed and I need to fit on them. By the way, down there, yeah, it is a bit sore because it was a new saddle. I know, too much detail, too much detail from the brick session, but it's a new saddle to me, so it's going to feel a bit different to each day. But thank you so much for giving your time and watching this, and yeah, I will see you at the next one. Enough wittering on. Bye bye bye. Bye bye bye. Sip time.